The movie begins with the Riddler spying and breaking into the house of the mayor of Gotham, Don Mitchell Jr., to kill him during Halloween night. Later that night, Batman, who has been operating for 2 years, shows up and fights with a gang of teenagers that were about to beat up a random stranger. Batman sees the bat signal, and meets with Lieutenant James Gordon, who takes him to the crime scene of the Mayor Mitchell's murder. They start to investigate the scene and find a letter left for the Batman, with a riddle, and a page full of weird symbols. An enraged commissioner, Pete Savage, forces Batman to leave the scene, and later gives a press conference about the crime. Bruce heads to an abandoned underground subway station owned by Wayne Enterprises, that he uses as his lair. Thanks to a video recording eye contact lens, Bruce can print a copy of the Riddler's letter, and starts working on finding the meaning of the symbols. With Alfred's help, Bruce cracks the code, and is able to recover a thumb drive from one of Mayor Mitchell's cars. Inside the thumbnail, Gordon and Batman see several photos of Mitchell, and a mysterious girl, at the Iceberg Lounge, a nightclub operated by mobster Carmine Falcone's lieutenant, the Penguin. Batman heads to the Penguin's nightclub to ask him about the girl in the photo. She leaves her house dressed as Catwoman, and heads to Mayor Mitchell's house, to recover Annika's passport. Batman confronts Selina and get into a fight, but Batman soon realizes that Selina just wants to protect her friend, and that she doesn't have anything to do with Mitchell's death. When they go back to Selina's place, they find out that someone broke in and kidnapped Annika, thanks to a leaked video where the Riddler tortures Commissioner Savage, and where the Riddler claims that he will unmask the truth about Gotham. Batman discovers that Savage is dead. Later that same night, Batman goes to Gordon to inspect the evidence recovered from Savage's crime scene, where he finds another riddle and a code. See who else frequents the place. Selina discovers that Savage was on Falcone's payroll, as his district attorney, Gil Coulson. After leaving the club, the Riddler abducts Coulson. The next day, Bruce quickly notices another letter addressed to the Batman taped to Coulson's chest. When Gordon sees that Coulson has a time collar bomb strapped to his neck, he orders to evacuate the place. Later that same day, Batman arrives the scene and has a video call with the Riddler. Thanks to a phone taped to Coulson's hand, the Riddler gives Coulson 3 riddles, and if he's not able to answer them correctly within 90 seconds, he threatens to detonate the bomb strapped to his neck. Thanks to the Batman's help, Coulson is able to answer the first 2 riddles, but refuses to answer the third, because the answer is the name of an informant, who helped Gotham City Police Department to end Sal Maroni's operation. In an historic drug bust many years ago, the Riddler detonates the bomb, and the blast leaves Batman unconscious. When Batman wakes up, he's surrounded by policemen inside GCPD building, and thanks to Gordon's help, he's able to escape. Later, Alfred cracks the Riddler's second code and Batman deduces that the informant that the Riddler is trying to unmask is the Penguin. Gordon and Batman try to catch him during a drug deal, but before they can move forward, Selina appears into the scene. While Selina is stealing a money bag from one of Falcone's in one of the bags, the Penguin realizes while Gordon and Batman interrogate the Penguin, they realize that he's not the informant, and thanks to the second message left by the Riddler, Batman gets access to an online chat with the Riddler, and he leads both of them to an abandoned orphanage that used to be operated. On the next day, Selina contacts Bruce and asks him to meet her. She reveals that she's Falcone's daughter, but she was never officially recognized by him. Selina also asks Batman for his help to capture whoever killed her friend Annika, but he refuses. Later that day, the Riddler leaks a video with evidence alleging that Thomas Wayne, who was running for mayor when he was murdered, hired Falcone to kill a journalist for threatening to reveal embarrassing details about Martha Wayne's history of mental illness. Bruce, who grew up believing his father was morally upstanding, confronts Alfred when he wakes up at the hospital. Alfred confirms to Bruce that his father asked Falcone to intimidate the journalist, but decided to turn Falcone over, and confess to the police after learning of the murder. Alfred speculates that Falcone had both Thomas and Martha killed to prevent this, but tells Bruce that he could never know for sure. At the end of their conversation, Bruce sees the bat signal in the sky and heads out to meet Gordon, but when both of them arrive, they realize that Selina was the one that called them. Thanks to a recorded phone call that Annika made to Selina before being killed, Selina learns that Annika was strangled by Falcone, because Mitchell told her that Falcone was the informant. An enraged Selina heads out to the Iceberg Lounge to kill Falcone, but Batman infiltrates the nightclub in time to stop her, telling her that Falcone will go to jail thanks to the recorded phone call that she retrieved. When they are exiting the nightclub, the Riddler shoots and kills Falcone from his apartment, that is located in a nearby building. and he used this money to bribe the majority of GCPD to make our searching into the Riddler's apartment. Batman finds a third letter left for him that has a note that says, "See you in hell." Batman goes to visit the Riddler at Arkham Asylum. The Riddler reveals that he was inspired by Batman to unmask the corrupt and save Gotham. In the meantime, the police discover a dark web chat, where the Riddler talked to some of his followers to orchestrate an attack to assassinate the new mayor-elect Gotham, and start to flood the city. A shelter is set up in the indoor ring speech. The Riddler's followers prepare and start their attack to kill help of Selina, and after a rough fight, he stops them. Fronts criminals from one of the Riddler's followers. Batman realizes that his actions are inspiring the people in the wrong way. He decides to help authorities to rescue the survivors of the flood, and learns that what the city needs is people of Gotham. At the end of the movie, Selina and Batman meet at Gotham Cemetery. Selina deems Gotham beyond saving, and asks Batman to leave with her. Batman refuses and tells her that he will continue to try saving the city. As they both part ways in their motorcycles, Batman looks Selina through one of his rearview mirrors, until she disappears into the sunrise. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to watch more videos like this one. See you in the next recap. Bye.